Hello everyone, this is the Tblo Outdoors Podcast, episode 33. And before I get too far into it, I just want everybody to know, I always support everybody watching this or listening to this on the audio version, but I highly recommend you guys watch this on YouTube. There's going to be some clips from past hunts and sprinkled in throughout here, so I think you'll get a better experience and understand what I'm talking about if you watch the video version. But if you don't want to, that's fine. Audio version, you'll get the gist of it. So anyway, this podcast, I'm solo today. Don't have a guest on today. I try to avoid being solo if I can, but today you just got me. So anyway, this is going to be year in review. And starting with 2021, beginning of 2021, I was able to harvest an antlerless buck. Get that on video. That was, I think, my second deer that I personally had harvested on video. So that was awesome. I was way to start off 2021 with a bang. Super excited. My family and I, we go through a lot of deer, so that was great. After that, we started the Tblo Podcast, Tblo Outdoors Podcast. So obviously, if you're listening to this, you are probably aware of that. We did skip some weeks. I'm only on podcast 33. Should have had more than that. That's my bad on that. But started the podcast video version, audio version. It was a learning experience. I've had some great conversation with some great guests on ever since. I find it very enjoyable. I learn a lot, learn about myself quite a bit, and learn from others, and talk about. We've had all kinds of people on, mainly local, but it's interesting to see just from the local people, like different styles of hunting, different properties we're hunting, different deer, or even like qualifications or standards we all set to ourselves, especially when we're all hunting, for the most part, Fulton County. And then we get to turkey season. If you guys watched any of my videos from last year, turkey season was a little rough. We had a good time, myself, and I got Nate involved, which was always a blast to hunt with him, or just get him out there. That was his first hunting period. So that was awesome. I'm hoping for a better turkey season this year in 2022, but that's all right. Again, we had some close calls. Just never was able to pull the trigger. Did get quite a bit of turkeys on video, which was nice, and hopefully we can change that there this year. After turkey season, it was catfish noodling, and that was my first time truly noodling. I should clarify that because I have went noodling before. Just jumping into the Spoon River. If you guys are from around here, you know what the Spoon River is. Just kind of feeling around, trying to find fish myself, but I had no guidance, nobody to teach me, anything like that. So we went to Oklahoma, went noodling with a bunch of my coworkers, one of their wives, and then my wife, and we had an absolute blast. Everybody caught a fish. Most fish were a team effort. And my wife caught the biggest fish and her biggest fish by far. I mean, I've never caught a fish that big. That was an awesome experience. I definitely want to go back, and I definitely want to start doing that around here more. I mean, it was just a blast, and it was just fun. After noodling, we had the charity flag football event. If you guys aren't aware of it, I know I haven't put the video out, but we have a giant Fulton County flag football tournament with, it's mainly cops, some other first responders as well, and some friends of 2 first responders. We started this years and years ago. Fulton County did, and one of the officers that used to participate in it, unfortunately, he was killed in the line of duty. Deputy Troy Chisholm. He always was playing that flag football game, having a good time with us, and now we dedicate that game to him every year. And we also donate money to the Troy Chisholm Memorial Scholarship Fund. So, it was a good cause. It was a fun time. I did not play this year. I videotaped it, and that video will be coming here soon. So I'm excited to finally put that out. Hopefully we do it again this year. Like I said, it was a blast. I had a good time just putting it all together. And it's definitely turned out to be a bigger thing than it's really ever has been. And it's quite enjoyable. It's just a good time all in all. After that, we had the Elk Hunt, which again, you guys have not seen that video yet. That'll be coming out this year as well. But Elk Hunt was very challenging, which I knew it would be. It was my second time going. Definitely a different style hunt. We had a younger group. Myself, Austin Rhodes, a couple other guys, Jared, Kyle. And we had a blast. we only got one kind of opportunity, and you'll see that on the video. Definitely learned a lot about that kind of hunting style, hunting elk in general, and a lot about myself. You know, I consider myself a pretty mentally tough person. Not gonna lie, that mountain broke me that first day. I don't think it really broke me mentally, but it broke me physically. It kicked my ass. No way around it. You know, I had been working out all summer long, but not doing stuff that would help me get in mountain shape. I'd been doing judo, jiu-jitsu, stuff like that, which I was in pretty good shape for it, but not ready for, you know, I had about probably 60 pounds on my back, and yeah, and I just wasn't ready for going up those hills. Kicked my butt. But I learned a lot. We had a good time. We got some good content to show you guys there. We filmed a couple of podcasts on the mountain. All in all, it was fun. I think Austin might be going back this year, and Kyle might be going back as well. Unfortunately, I won't be able to join them, and we'll get to that here in a little bit. But yeah, it was a blast, and I can't wait until I can go elk hunting again in the future. And after that, you know, we live in Fulton County, Illinois. It's deer season. You know, we're gonna start grinding, trying to get some deer on the ground, and we did. You know, I did quite a bit of hunting. This year, more than I thought I would be able to. But you know, that first weekend I went there with Jesse and Ryan. We were hunting pretty hard. I don't believe they had any we didn't have any opportunities that weekend. You know, it was hot and it rained on us and stormed. So that kind of sucked, but it was fun. You know, we had a good time. We just wasn't able to get it done, unfortunately. Which brings up another point. You know, Jesse and Ryan have been getting into filming themselves and giving me content, which has brought up a new challenge for me that I really wasn't ready for, but it actually turned out pretty well, and it's been an eye-opening experience. You know, it's one thing when you film the whole thing, or you were there when it was filmed, so then you kind of know what you want to do, the kind of story you want to put together. You see it unfolding in front of you. When somebody just gives you video and gives you content, you're like, what? Like, I don't know what I have, what I don't have, what happened, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, so, you know, Jesse and Ryan gave me that salmon fishing video. I thought I did a pretty good job with it, and they did a pretty good job getting video with the cameras that they have. And they have given me quite a bit of video from this deer season. Some good, some bad, and if you've listened to some of the podcasts they've been on, you understand the bad. But yeah, it was interesting. I really enjoy hunting with those guys, always do, and we're definitely going to be hunting this year in 2022 together for sure. My deer season in particular, man, I had a lot of close calls. I think I had I've had 7 or 8 big buck encounters this year that I would shoot every one of them, and it was the 6th buck encounter I had where I finally was able to harvest my buck with a shotgun. Now, I had several close calls with a bow. I saw one buck that was, I would say he's 150 plus. I'm probably being nice and saying he's only 150, but he probably was bigger than that. You know, I had another buck that I didn't have a tag at the time, so I wasn't able to harvest him. Nate should have been with me on that one, so I blame Nate. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to harvest that buck, unfortunately. Now, I just had a close call a couple days ago, the last day of deer season. And you guys will see that video later on as well. But yeah, he was a big one as well. Bigger than the buck I killed. But it is what it is. Had a good time. And yeah, it was an interesting deer season. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any does down. I was only able to get the one deer. With my family of 3, soon to change, I like to get at least 2 deer down a year, just because we go through a lot of deer meat. I give a lot of deer meat to family, friends, so on and so forth. But yeah, for 2022, you know, that brings us to this year. It's going to have a lot of excitement coming to my life. All good. I'm looking forward to it. But the most biggest and most important thing to me, most life-changing thing to me that's happening this year is I got another baby on the way. River Lee Johnson will be here soon. Hopefully. He's supposed to be anyway. Due in February. Let's see if she makes it that long. That's going to be obviously a lot of time consuming on me, time constraint, but it's all going to be worth it. I'm looking forward to have a second kid. I'm going to have a daughter and a boy now, so it's going to be awesome. I'm pumped, excited, and terrified all at the same time. But I'm ready for it. It should be a fun new adventure. After that, you're gonna see, coming up here, you're gonna have one more vlog for the last deer season. After that vlog, though, we're gonna get into more polish production videos. So I plan on having either 4 or 5 actually well polished produced videos. Those videos are gonna involve, elk hunt. We're gonna talk about Ryan's first archery kill, probably my buck, and so forth and so on. I'm excited to kind of actually spend more time on these videos and really polish them up and make them look good. When you see the vlogs, they are very raw edited. I don't spend that much time on them. It's just kind of turn and burn. Just make sure I get enough out there to kind of tell what happened, and then boom, send the video out there. These, though, I'm actually going to produce and actually spend more time in the edit and tell the story that I want to tell. And I think that'll be, I'm excited to work on it, and I hope you guys will be excited to see it and enjoy watching it. I know some of the guys who are going to be in the videos have brought it up to me how they're excited to see what I do with it, and especially Ryan, of course. Ryan, the red coat, always gets excited, and I think he's interested to see how I show his bow hunting journey. Ryan also might make a second video because he killed a hell of a buck this year, so I'm excited for that too. One bad thing for 2022 is what it is, but we did lose some land that we had access to. We used to have a 80-acre lease, which Ryan and Jesse would lease part of that from us, and we unfortunately lost that this year. We knew it was a chance it was coming. They did give us, the people who had it, they did give us a chance to buy it. In my mind and my father's mind, they were way overpriced. And we weren't willing to pay that, nor could we pay it at the time, to be honest with you. At least with my finances, I couldn't afford it at the time. So we were hoping nobody would buy it, and maybe we could sneak in there for a lower price. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Someone else bought it. I have not met him yet. Hopefully I'll meet him, and we can keep that good working relationship as neighbors. But it is what it is. We lost 80 acres. I know it really sucks for Ryan and Jesse, since that was their one of their main properties they hunted. They had 2 properties they could hunt. That was the biggest property they had. Now they only have their smaller property. So, it is what it is. That's just kind of the life we are in now in 2022. They're not making any more land, unfortunately. So you always got to be looking out there, looking for new leases, new permissions, or, start buying some more land. So it is what it is. We'll make the most of it. Big trips for the year. I got 3 trips planned for this year. I'm not guaranteed that they're going to happen, but hopefully they do. Number 1, you've heard us talk about it already. We've got a Texas hog hunt. I've never been hog hunting. I'm super excited for it. That's going to be here in a couple months. It's going to be a pretty big, good group of guys coming with us, and it should just be a blast. I just expect it to be a damn good time. Really, really looking forward to it. After that, I plan on going noodling again back in Oklahoma. And I know I can do that around here. I know I can save my money, all that stuff. I really enjoyed seeing new territory, new land out there. And honestly, our guide was just adrenaline rush. Guide service, noodling guide service with Nate. And it was just a blast. Absolute blast. I know I got some coworkers who want to come again. I can't say any more about it. You should really check them out if you haven't done so already. Looking forward to going back. Unfortunately, I don't think my wife will be able to go with me because River will only be 3 to 5 months old, depending on when we go and when he's born. So, he unfortunately won't let Alicia go, at least in our mind. And we, haven't even met him yet. But it is what it is. I know she's a little disappointed, I would say, but hopefully I can get her going next year. But yeah, it is what it is. And after that, I'm going antelope hunting again. Been antelope hunting once before with my dad. This year, my dad and my brother plan on going. Colton's been on the podcast, so you guys should know him. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Antelope hunting is a very high targeted hunt. I'm not very picky either, so I would say there's a good chance that definitely one, probably even 3 antelope are going to hit the dirt, and I'm excited to film it and excited just to go. Antelope meat is really good if you know how to take care of it. You do have to get it on ice right away. Last time when my dad and I, when we went there, we killed 2 within an hour of each other. We had them on ice within like an hour after the second one got killed, and the meat turned out great. I really enjoyed it, and I'm just excited to go again. It's just completely different territory. And then after that, of course, will be deer hunting again. And I always love deer hunting. Always trying to get more content out there and different types of hunting when it comes to deer. You know, tree saddle hunting, do some public land probably. I know Ryan and Jesse, they'll be doing some hunting, sending some video my way. All in all, I'm just excited for that. So, one thing I am going to kind of explore when it comes to the channel and in my lifestyle is I'm really getting into like homesteading here lately. And just, you know, I live on a farm that is 60 acres. It's been the Johnson farm for over 100 years. You know, I know my great grandparents owned it, then my grandparents owned it, then my father owned it, now I own it with my wife. And yeah, I just love the country lifestyle, and I'm getting more and more into this, like trying to become self-sufficient. I hate buying stuff at the grocery store. If I could do it myself and get it for myself. You know, I used to hate doing chores growing up, and now I do it for fun. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, you know, we got 2 goats right now, and that's all we have at the moment. But eventually, I'm hopefully getting some chickens this year. That's my goal, and you always get chickens. And maybe we start a garden back up. That's kind of the plan. So I'm sure if, you know, as long as I'm going down that rabbit hole, you guys are going to see some video and some content about that homestyle lifestyle. And I really think not only it'll be a learning experience for me and I'm going to enjoy it, but I really think people could learn like to be more self-sufficient. And in today's times, you know, you got meat prices going for the most part up, sometimes down, but they're just unreliable. You never know what's going to happen. You know, they keep talking, you know, you get vegetables who get recalled because of exposures. And it's just a weird society that we're living in right now, and the more and more that I can become self-sufficient, the better I'm going to feel about myself and my family's future. And I really think some people could learn from us and other people on YouTube and learn to be more self-sufficient. And I'm just really excited to go just try this new angle on the channel. And of course, there's going to be plenty of hunting and fishing content still. After that, I'm really hoping we can do another charity event like we did last year with the Troy Chisholm Scholarship Foundation, or fund, or I don't remember which it is, but either way, it goes to the scholarship. Obviously, I hope it's flag football again. I hope it's for that event again, but if for some reason that doesn't happen, we're going to try to find another one. It's just a good time. Obviously, yes, it was a good way to get our name out there as well, but that's not what it's about. It's about getting support and donating money to a good cause. And like I said, we all had a good time, and I really would like to say more first responder related. You know, the way the last couple of years I went for cops and other first responders, you know, we're getting kicked in the mud. Anything I can do to keep spirits high and just have a good time and show them our support, the better it is. Obviously, we came out with a website last year. You know, I was a learning process myself. I did it all myself. I didn't pay anybody to do it. I did use Squarespace. I'm going to try to keep that updated and keep our merch updated. That's the hardest problem I'm having. You guys keep buying everything I have, which I greatly appreciate it. You know, the camera this is being filmed on and recorded on right now, that all came from, you know, the merch fund, the stuff that you guys bought. And yeah, I just can't say anything better about it. I really appreciate all the support I've gotten, and it's been just great. It's a good problem to have that I can't keep merch in stock. Obviously last year, and we're going to continue it this year, the podcast came out. You know, I've had some podcasts where it's just me. I'm going to try to avoid that, even though this is a podcast with just me on it. We're going to try to have a guest for the most part every time. You're going to see a lot of old faces just because I have access to them and I know they enjoy getting on. Hopefully I can get some new faces in here. I'm, you know, mainly going to be talking about hunting and fishing, but you know, you might get some podcasts about life in general, you know, especially in today's times. So kind of a recap for from 2021 to 2022. here's the growth that we've had as a brand, and I just want to thank you guys so much. This growth that I've had, it's not. It is good. It's big. To my eyes, it's big. You watch other channels, it might not be as big compared to some of the jumps they've had. But to me, this is big. I'm doing this as a side project, essentially. I still have my full-time job, and I'm trying to raise a family. But I enjoy doing this. If something comes out of this is awesome. At the same time, I really enjoy doing this and getting other people involved and just having a good time. So I'm going to keep doing it either way. But our growth from 2021 to 2022, and these are all approximate because I didn't write them down in 2021 like I should have. YouTube, we started out in 2021 with 26 subscribers. We are now to 147. And if anybody wants to know what the goal is, you get to 1,000, that's when you can start getting paid by YouTube, if anybody wants to know. Facebook, we were around 200-ish. Now we're just shy of 600. Instagram has been my lowest jump. Instagram, I was 200 or less, and now I'm 262. TikTok, I never thought I'd be on TikTok and it would be going so well. But TikTok, I've had, I was around 1,000 subscribers in 2021. Now I'm to over 2,300. I've also had one video, maybe a couple, that went over 90,000 views, which is absolutely crazy in my eyes. But I can't say anything but good things about that. And podcasts were somewhere around 2,000 views. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact number because I have the views from the audio version, and then I got YouTube views just from the podcast on YouTube. I'm somewhere around 2,000 views or listens or however you want to say it. But that's where I'm at. And I'm just super blessed and excited. Super blessed from 2021 and super excited for 2022. Especially with, again, I know I keep saying about today's times, you need some positivity in your life, and my family, we've been very fortunate. We've stayed healthy during this pandemic, and we've still been able to make some great memories last year, and I know we're going to make some great memories this year. I'm just super excited, and I just can't say enough. Thank you for all the support you guys have showed me, the brand, and my friends, and other first responders. I just greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you. Be safe.